4:30 in the afternoon on the 23rd of May, and the much-anticipated testimony of Cassie's ex-partner Kid Cudi takes to the stand. Kid Cudi, who dated Cassie in 2011, confirms that Cassie and P. Diddy were not together and that she was having problems with him. Kid Cudi confirms to the prosecution team that when P. Diddy found out about him and Cassie, that same day his apartment was broken into. Kid Cudi tells the court that Cassie wanted him to pick her up as she was worried about the consequences of what P. Diddy would do. She was very anxious and stressed. Kid Cudi tells the court that he was confused about why she was acting the way she was, as he was under the impression that they were no longer dating. Cassie had told Kid Cudi that P. Diddy had been abusive to her. To keep her safe, he did pick her up and took her to a hotel where no one would know. Kid Cudi explains that he had spoken to one of P. Diddy's staff who confirmed to him that P. Diddy was in his house. Not happy with this, Kid Cudi called P. Diddy to find out why he was in his house. P. Diddy stated that he was waiting for Kid Cudi to come home so they could chat. Kid Cudi did go home, and when he went in, everything seemed fine apart from his dog, which was locked up in the bathroom. Kid returned to his vehicle and called P. Diddy. Kid confirmed that he was angry with Diddy as he crossed the line by going into his home. However, when he calmed down, instead of going for P. Diddy, he called the police and reported the break-in. The court is then shown pictures of Kid Cudi's car. This car was burnt in a fire in 2012 while in his driveway. Kid was luckily not home as he was away, but heard of the news through his friend sending him pictures of the burnt car. Kid was shocked that this happened and knows the fire was intentional. This was the final straw, and he agreed to meet P. Diddy to sort things out. Kid was met by P. Diddy and his security. Kid remembers P. Diddy looking like one of those bad guys in a movie, staring out of the window with his hands behind his back. P. Diddy questioned Kid about why he was dating Cassie when they are still together. When Cassie came to the meetup, Kid was upset as she had ultimately gone back to P. Diddy. They all left on amicable terms, shook hands, and parted ways. The defense took over the cross-referencing and was being questioned by Brian Steele. The defense asked how he felt knowing that Cassie was still with P. Diddy, to which Kid replied that he felt hurt and betrayed as their one-year relationship he was the other guy. Kid confirms that Cassie never mentioned any sexual abuse between Cassie and P. Diddy. Kid did agree with the defense's statement that Cassie was living two different lives. Kid also confirmed that P. Diddy found out his address as Cassie gave it to him. The cross-examination is complete, however, the prosecution team takes over. Emily asks Kid what Cassie has mentioned to Kid about any abuse. Kid confirmed that Cassie told him that it was physical, hits or kicks. Kid does agree, however, that P. Diddy is violent and knows P. Diddy is lying about his car. It's 5:40 p.m. and Kid Cudi leaves the stand. What do you make of